There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here. It is Friday, day 2 of the Compass Athletics Oil Classic Basketball Tournament. Tyrone Beaver. Beaver's wearing white, trimmed in black. Tyrone green, trimmed in white. Yeomans and Witt at the line, and the Dusters will win the tip. Berto bringing it up the floor. Comes to Joel on the right. Keibel pops out up top, swings it to Berto on the far side. Yeomans for 3. Just off to the right, we got a Colin Keibel for over the back on the rebound attempt. Chico bringing it across for the Bobcats. Drives left into the paint, bounce pass across the lane. Witt puts it in for 2, and the Bobcats strike first. Yeoman's far side, down low to Berto. Yeoman's got him in the air, goes to the hole, can't convert. Battle for the rebound, out of bounds, last touch Bobcats. Keibel to send it in. No good, and now it's Bobcat ball. Delgado gets it into Chico, and here come the Bobcats. Drives left again, this time kicks it out. 2 into the paint, shots up, no good. Yeoman's crashing the defensive boards. Kicks it to Frame in the corner. Back to Yeoman's underneath. Can't quite get position back. Witt gets the rebound. Delgado gets it to Beret, and looks like he's going to bring it down this trip. Drives right. Kicks it out to the corner. Shot for 3. Too strong over the top. Joel picking up the rebound. Berto can't convert. Down low, gets his own rebound. Keibel for 3. Dusters having trouble scoring early. Send it up the floor. Delgado back to Beret, swinging it to Chico. Drives into the paint. That's a bounce pass across the floor. Stolen away. Chico turns it into 2. Dusters got to get some focus here. Berto back to Yeomans. Now Keibel penetrates to the elbow, kicks it out to Frame. Finds Joel, far side wing. Ball gets away from him. Frame able to recover. Calling the Bobcats for kick. Kicks it to Joel. Now Berto out top for 3 from downtown. Sinks it. Dusters are on the board. 3 points puts them within 1 as it is 4-3. Bobcats on top. 5:10 to play in the first. Chico drives left to the bucket. Throws it up. Gets it to go. Extends the lead. Now 6-3. Dusters looking for some offensive redemption here. Joel gets it to Keibel, too far underneath, drives, trying to get it to Berto on the far side, and Chico sends it out of bounds. Keibel to send it in from the corner. Goes to Joel. Joel drives, shots up, just off, no good. Delgado with the rebound. Beret bringing it up the floor. Shots up and a foul. Shots away, no good. Second shot, no good as well. Yeoman's coming away with the rebound. Keibel sends it to frame. Joel penetrates down to the block. Shots up, too strong over the top. Yeomans tries to steal the rebound away from Witt. Timeout is called. We'll be back.
Everyone has something that they do best. Banks are no exception. Ours is investing back into the local communities that we serve. We make loans to local families and businesses. These loans generate the dollars which empower our local community. Invest in our community by banking with us. We're an equal housing lender.
Coming out of the timeout, Delgado, Carrillo's no good on the shot, and then Delgado with the foul. Work it into Berto. Berto down to Joel. He's at the block, has to kick it back out. Berto for three, just short off the front of the rim. Witt comes away with the rebound. Keibel and Joel, and that is Keibel gets called for the foul. Chico kicking it outside. Carrillo working it down to Witt. Witt turns, shoots, able to convert for two. Tyrone on top, 8-3. Less than 3 minutes to play right here in the first. Joel's across, finds Berto. Coming down the near side to frame. Keibel to baseline, back up top. Now we're swinging it around. Yeomans for three, just short off the front of the rim. Carrillo with the rebound. Beret, now Delgado, control the rock. Beret swings at Chico on the near side. Carrillo's going to penetrate down, kicks it back to Chico for three. Corner, no good. Berto picking up the rebound. Advantage Bobcat, so he slows it down. Comes to Joel on the near side, now working it down to Yeomans. Pass stolen away by Chico. No good. Yeomans with the rebound. Pushing it up the floor. He's got frame across the lane. No travel called. No block called. It is Bobcat ball as Delgado gets it to Chico. Beret, Delgado to the free throw line. Kicks it out to Carrillo, far side wing. Chico down to the block, turns, shoots, rattles it home. Bobcats on a rally. It's time for the Dusters to go to work here. Struggled to buy a bucket early. We've got to get out of the funk. Yeoman's down low, covered up. Duster's able to recover the pass, work it down to Yeoman's again. Nice turn and shoot from the block. Points on the board. Duster's cut the lead in half, still trailing 10-5. Minute to play, first quarter. Beret kicks it to Chico. Chico, Carrillo. Delgado pulls up for three. That's off the back of the rim, and Frame grabs the defensive board. Yeoman's to Berto. Yeoman's at the free throw line, penetrates down, shoots. He drops it in. Chipping away, 7-10. We got 30 seconds on the clock. Chico's across the midcourt. Drives down to the block, shoots. They're counting it, and he's going to the line, shooting add one. Trying to make it an and one here. Chico's on the line. Shots up, and he gets it to go. Substitution coming in for the shooter there. That will be Favela coming into the ball game. Yeoman sends it in. Berto. Flores is checked into the ball game for the Dusters as well. Keibel, Berto, back in Keibel's hands to three from the corner, too strong over the top. Yeoman's rebound. Doesn't get the putback to go, but he does draw the foul. That'll be Witt's first. Second team foul for the Bobcats. 4 seconds to go in the first. Yeoman's dialed in. Nothing but net on the first one. Yeoman's puts in another one. Beret off the shot clock. No good to close out the first. Dusters had a little rally there late in the first. Couldn't buy a bucket early. Coach McDonald's going to get them settled in, get the plays drawn up, and we'll be back. Second quarter coming up next. Stick around. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. Bobcats getting the ball to start things off in the second quarter. Chico bringing it up, finds Beret. Works at the number 10. I do not have a 10 in my program. I apologize, Bobcats. Beret gets it to Chico, swings it over 10. He shoots, and off the back of the iron, Flores bringing down the rebound. Gets it to Keibel. Swings it way up the floor. Berto took a look at it. Penetrates to the paint. Yeoman's down at the block. Power dribble move. Can't connect. Witt with the rebound for the Bobcats. Beret to Witt. Can't connect. Frame comes away with it. Kicks it to Keibel. Berto. Keibel. Yeomans, nice move. Look to Keibel. Oh, can't convert. Great rebound. Putback is good. Foul called. Keibel's going to the line for some and one action. Lady Dusters playing this afternoon. They've got the 6 o'clock ball game. Unfortunately, I'll be getting ready for the pig show at Laverne tomorrow. I will not be streaming that one. Keibel too strong off the back of the iron for that second one. Did have a shout out from a couple girls back at home saying the Lady Dusters are supporting them from a distance. Thanks to Raylan and Addison for supporting our Dusters as they're on the road. Beret to the free throw line, shots up and gets it to go. 15-11 your score. Keibel, Berto. Back at Keibel's hand, swings it to Flores, back to Keibel. Trying to get it open inside. Yeomans goes to frame down low. He's out of position, back to Yeomans. Jump ball, the call. Let's say the Bobcats got it to start the quarter. This is the first one, so sorry, announcer, you are incorrect. Berto nails the three, brings the Dusters within one. Chico pushing into the paint. Berto got a hand on the dribble. Oh, nice pass to Flores. Can't connect. Battle for the rebound, and Beret swings it up to Carrillo. Back in Beret's hands. Comes to Delgado. Now Chico. 15-foot jumper. No good. Yeoman's crashing the boards. Berto waiting for it down back on the offensive end of the floor. Has it in the corner, kicks it out. Keibel frame down low, shots up and in for two. Lead change, Dusters on top. Beret kicks it out in the corner. Favela now. Back in Beret's hands, working it inside. Carrillo turns, shoots, round and round it goes. Good for two. A little back and forth here as Tyrone's now on top. 17-16. Berto to Keibel, swinging at Yeomans in the corner. Back to Keibel. Oh, trying to work it inside. Might have forced that. Hey, we had to grab a hold of an arm there. No foul called on the charge either. Letting them play. At least we didn't call it on either end. Yeomans kicks it to Berto. Keibel swing to frame. From the corner, off the back of the rim. Berto with a great rebound. Keibel for three. Back of the rim. Frame killing it on the offensive boards. Yeomans for three. Off, just off to the right. Flores. My goodness, we can't buy a bucket. Great job on the offensive rebounds, fellas. Coach Witt says timeout. He's got to get his boys lined out. Hopefully Coach McDonald will do the same. We'll be right back.
Ever wonder what happens with the money you deposit with us? Well, your deposits enable us to make loans. Personal, real estate, vehicle, and seasonal loans. All to local families. And this energizes our whole local economy. Stop by and let's talk. Together we grow. We're an equal housing lender.
Bobcats going to have the ball coming out of the timeout. Chico gets it to Beret. Back in Chico's hands. Now Delgado, far side wing. Down low, Carrillo kicks it right back. Delgado goes to Chico, near side of the floor. Beret working it into the paint. Ball gets away from him. Delgado back to Beret. Bobcats trying to be a little more patient here. Coach Witt must have told them to make sure to have a good shot. And the ball intended for Carrillo just about got away from him. Chico able to recover. Goes to Delgado on the far side. Beret now studying that defense. Flores working him hard. Now we got it Delgado's hands. He pulls up for the three. Off the back of the rim. Favela with the rebound. Kicks it to Chico. 15-foot jumper, no good. Delgado with the tip. Now Beret's got it out top. Chico, skip pass over to Delgado, working it down low. Carrillo kicks it back out. Delgado brings it in, shot no good. Frame is going to get called for the foul. Bobcats did not like that call. Coach Witt, the foul was actually on. Carrillo gets called for the push. Flores drives into the paint, takes it up, gets it to go. All right, all right. Lead change. 18-17. Beret across. Goes to Chico on far side, right back up top. Play a little catch. Beret penetrates in the paint, shoots it, no good. Yeomans grabbing the defensive rebound. Beret got a hand on the ball, got away from him. Beret taking it to the holes. Too strong, no good. Witt ends up with the rebound. Can't convert. Yeomans crashing the defensive boards. Sends it up the floor to Berto. Advantage Bobcats. Berto spins, shoots, and drops it in. 10-foot out. Delgado swings it. Oh, number 10, not in my program. Chico, shots up. Going to have an over-the-back call. Number 10. Geibel checking into the ball game for Flores. Berto slow playing it, getting it across, gets it to Geibel. Now Yeoman's at the line. Frame down low. Batted pass. Dusters end up with it. Geibel for three in the corner. Drops it in. Delgado gets called for a push foul, unrelated to the shot. So it is ball, Duster's ball. Three-pointer was good. Duster's on top by 6. Little lob pass over the top to Yeomans. Now Berto, near side wing. Swish. 3 more on the board. Duster's on a run late in the second. Delgado works it down low to Witt. Number 10 pulls up for 3, short. Joel with the rebound. Pushes it up the floor. Swing pass, Yeomans. Now back in Berto's hands. Frame in the corner. Drives up, shoots, no good. Beret trying to get to the bucket. That will be a foul on Joel. Reach around. Shaking his head. I don't know why he doesn't think that's a foul. Oh, Joel. That's his third here in the second. Beret shooting 2. First one. Too strong. Back of the rim. No good. We'll see how he recalibrates here. 1.9 on the clock. Not much time to get anything done after the shot. It is good. Yeomans just short on the three-quarter court shot. Well, we'll go to the locker room. Dusters rally late in the second. Glad to see it on top 26-18. 7:50 on the clock. We'll be back. Second half coming up next.
Around here, we give quick service on loans. We're local. We make our own decisions. You don't have to wait for some out-of-town office to give you a yes or no. So if you have good credit and don't want to wait, talk to us. Everyone has something that they do best. Banks are no exception. Ours is investing back into the local communities that we serve. We make loans to local families and businesses. These loans generate the dollars which empower our local community. Invest in our community by banking with us. We're an equal housing lender. Ever wonder what happens with the money you deposit with us? Well, your deposits enable us to make loans. Personal, real estate, vehicle, and seasonal loans. All to local families. And this energizes our whole local economy. Stop by and let's talk. Together we grow. We're an equal housing lender.
Second half has begun. The Bobcats get to start with the ball. Beret to Chico on the near side, working it inside. Delgado out to Carrillo. 3 just off the backside of the rim. Keibel comes away with the rebound. Works it to Yeomans. Down low, Berto drops it in for 2. Nice looking score by the Dusters. Beret comes to Chico on the near side. Swings it. Beret for three. Front of the rim. Keibel with another rebound. Gets it to Yeomans. He's going to push it on up. Goes to Berto. Oh, trying to get it inside, and out of bounds it goes. Bobcats trying to deflect the pass, and they're successful. Keibel to send it in. Goes to Berto. Frame for three, top of the key, in it goes. Dusters showing a little more sign of life here in the second half. Following the momentum they picked up there in the second quarter. Delgado to Beret. Delgado takes a look, puts it to the floor, goes to Witt at the baseline, inside to Carrillo. Yeomans with the block, but also picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the afternoon. First team foul of the half for the Dusters. Carrillo off the back of the iron, no good. Second shot, playing it off the release. Too strong, rattles out. Frame with the rebound, pushing it up the floor. Finds Keibel, near side corner, rattles in the three. Chico goes to Beret on the far side. Up top, Delgado. Chico in the paint. Beret, he's going to kick it back out. Delgado for three off the front of the iron. Pushes the call. Carrillo getting called for another push foul under the bucket. His second this afternoon. Berto, Yeomans from the corner, and he finds pay dirt. Chico brings it across. Delgado working it inside. Beret kicks it to Witt in the corner. Tries his luck at a three and puts it in. Coach Witt, full timeout. We'll be right back.
Around here, we give quick service on loans. We're local. We make our own decisions. You don't have to wait for some out-of-town office to give you a yes or no. So if you have good credit and don't want to wait, talk to us.
Coming out of the timeout, it is Duster ball. Berto slow playing it, finally gets across. Goes to frame. Working it down low. Keibel off the glass and in for two. Beret to Chico. Chico, far side, 10, works it to Delgado in the corner. Witt in the paint, turns, shoots, gets it to go. Yeomans long pass up the floor to Berto. Now down low, Yeomans Too far underneath, kicks it back out. Berto gets Witt in the air, drives up, knocks it down, 10 foot out on the baseline. Chico back to Beret. Chico on the far side. Delgado for three. That one's in. Yeoman's pushing it up the floor. Pass intended for Frame, and Delgado knocks that one out of bounds. Keibel back to Yeomans. Up top, Berto. Keibel in the corner, working it to the baseline. Yeomans, Keibel, back to Berto. Keibel from the far side, off the back of the iron. Beret grabbing a rebound. Works it up the floor. Chico to the elbow, kicks it to Beret, near side wing. Delgado now in the corner. Intended for Witt down low, and Frame knocks it out of bounds. Delgado in the corner, back to Beret, down low. Kicks it to Chico. Trying to penetrate into the paint. Shut down by the Dusters. Kicks it back to Beret. Witt in the corner. Back to Witt in the corner. Beret swinging it now. Chico back to Beret. Keibel just about got away with that one. Delgado for three in the corner. Short off the front of the rim. Witt winds up with a long rebound, and Keibel's going to get called for a foul. Keibel picking up his third. We got 3:28 to play. Third quarter action, working inside to Witt. Witt turns, shoots. Yeoman with a clean block. And the rebound, pushing it up the floor. Goes back to Joel. Joel penetrates into the paint. Ball gets away from him. Berto saves it. Keibel for three. Just off. Witt for the rebound. Short pass to Chico, and he brings it across. Delgado in the corner. Trying to work it to Witt, just outside of his reach. Long pass up the floor. Berto drops it in for two. Chico pushing it up the floor. Advantage Dusters. He pulls back out. Now Beret near the free throw line. 10. Witt in the corner. Tries another three and drops it in. Yeomans for three, and he knocks it down. Chico gets it to 10. Beret for three, off the back of the rim. Chico grabbing a rebound. Yeomans are going to get called for the foul this time. Chico short. Thought the friendly roll might help him out, but not the case. Chico shooting the second one, playing it off the release. We are at the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. Chico drops it in. Joel for three, just off. Berto tips it back, but Favela comes away with the rebound. Gets it to Carrillo. Brings it on across. Still driving down to the block. Kicks it out to Witt. Shot short, no good. Frame with the rebound. Frame going to push it up the floor. Sends it to Joel. Too far underneath, kicks it back to Yeomans. Now Joel's there at the block. Gets called for the travel. Favela back to Chico. Brings it on across. Chico goes to the far side. Now Witt from the corner. Can't get that one to go. Joel with the rebound. Works it to Yeomans. Yeomans up the floor. Berto puts it on the floor to the baseline. He is fouled in the process. That is Delgado picking up his third foul. Duster still on top by 16 here. Keibel goes into Joel. Keibel in the corner. Tried for the skip pass over to Berto. Tipped by Favela, but Berto able to get it back. Now he's across. Frame. Works it to Keibel, back up top. Berto swings it. Flores, Frame, Berto driving the baseline, kicks it out. Flores to Keibel. In and out. Witt with the rebound. Chico with the rock, sends it to Delgado. Inside, Favela. Witt for three, and it's in. Witt shooting well here in the second half. 10 seconds on the clock. Keibel to Flores. Flores, 10-foot jumper, too strong over the top. And that'll do it for 3 quarters, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around, stay tuned. 4th quarter coming up next. Dusters get the ball here in the 4th quarter. Berto studying that defense. Goes to Keibel on the far side. Flores now drives down to the block. Can't convert. Witt with the rebound. Beret to Chico. Back to Beret, tried to penetrate in. Chico for 3. That's off the back of the rim and into Keibel's hands. Pushes it up the floor, finds Berto. Working it inside. Yeomans. The ball gets away from him. Carrillo to Chico. Back in Beret's hands. Delgado now. Works it inside. Chico up, no good. Yeoman's crashing the boards. Turns, drives it up, comes to Joel on the near side. Penetrates to the paint, ball gets away from him. Witt gets it to Beret. Delgado for three. Off the glass and in. Dusters now leading by 10 early in the fourth. Working it inside. Yeomans, too strong, no good. Battle for the rebound. Keibel to Yeomans. Yeomans puts it up and draws the foul. First personal foul on Beret. Yeomans at the line shooting 2. Makes the first one. Frame checking back in for Joel. Knocks them both down. 48-36 your score. Beret goes to Delgado on the far side. Chico into the paint. Kicks it back out. Witt from the corner. Drops in another one. Keibel pushes it across. Comes to Flores on the near side. Berto. Now Keibel's got control. Swings it to Berto. Near side wing to the elbow. Kicks it back out. Keibel finds Frame. Cutting through the lane. Can't convert, but he does draw the foul. Beret will pick up his second. Gets the friendly roll. First one's good. Second shot, short, front of the rim. Chico with the rebound. Pushes it across, comes to Delgado, working it to Witt in the corner. Shot blocked by Frame. Now Delgado's got it, top of the key. Sends it to Chico on the far side, working it inside. Beret, no good. Yeomans with another rebound. Up the floor to Berto. Covered up, kicks it out. Keibel for three and nails it. Delgado, far side wing. Berto tips it out of bounds. Bobcat ball. Beret into the lane, kicks it back out. Delgado for three, short. Keibel with the rebound. Keibel pushing it up the near side of the floor. Steps up for three, and it's in. Beret to Carrillo in the corner, drives up to the lane, shots up, no good. Keibel with the rebound. 4 minutes to play. Comes to Yeomans, near side. Yeomans finds Berto down low, and it's in for two. Beret to Chico, working it inside to Delgado. Now down low, Carrillo, no good. Flores with the long rebound. Kicks it to Frame. Now Keibel's got it, pulls up for three. This one's short, front of the rim. Witt coming away with the ball. Beret pushes it across for the Cats. Chico near side, pulls up for three. No good. Witt with the rebound. Can't convert. Delgado comes away with it. First foul on Frame. Bobcats will have it on the baseline. Delgado for three. Flores comes away with it. Kicks it to Yeomans. Now Keibel works it up the floor to Joel. Back in Keibel's hands. Joel down to the baseline to Frame. Keibel kicks it over to Flores. Tries his luck. Off the glass for three. Beret to Chico. Foul called. Gonna call Flores for the reach. Beret to send it in. Goes to Favela. Now Delgado swinging it to 10. Tries his. Nope. Keibel with the rebound. Up the floor. Yeomans back to Keibel. Working it up the floor. Joel's got it near the corner. Kicks it back out. Yeomans works it into the paint. Pass intended for Frame. Out of bounds. Chico to send it in. Dusters are back on defense. Comes to 10 on the near side. Works it back across. Chico working it into Witt. Turns, shoots, no good. 10 with the rebound for the Bobcats. Delgado. Chico gets it to 10. Frame in his face and gets the ball. Gonna go to Flores. Flores working it up the floor, and Favela gets called for the block. I think Flores was going over the top of him, whether it was a charge or not. Berto sends it into Frame. Back in Berto's hands. Goes to Sierra on the far side. Chico ties it up. Jump ball. Back to the Bobcats. Chico goes to 21, far side. That one's short. That was Caleros. Flores drives baseline, trying to get it to Lerma, and it is stolen away by Caleros. Oh, ran into trouble. Flores gets credit for the foul, his second today. Caleros works it in. Four's got it. Ball's on the floor. Jump ball, the call. Dusters have it now. 40 seconds on the clock. We'll see if the Dusters can take care of business here and close this one out. Berto to Frame. Back to Berto on the far side of the floor. Flores in the corner. Pulls up for the three. Fame with the rebound. Putback's no good. Chico comes down with the rebound. Ball got away from him. It is back to the Dusters. Flores sends it into Frame. He goes back to Berto. Flores in the corner, working it to Frame. Back to Flores. Passes it over to Berto. Sierra now. Ball gets away from him. Sierra gets called for his first foul today. Bobcat ball. Chico sends it into Favela. Chico. Buzzer beater is just short. That'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. The Dusters will move on to the Consolation Championship. That game takes place tomorrow at 2 o'clock. You'll have to enjoy the tournament live stream as I'm busy tonight getting pigs ready for the jackpot tomorrow, showing tomorrow. Good luck to the Dusters and Lady Dusters. Lady Dusters playing tonight. They've got the 6 o'clock game. And I do believe they are playing Leedy. Rematch from earlier in the week. So good luck to the Lady Dusters. Good luck to both teams tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one. Enjoy the weekend.